Is it? Am I live? It's very dark in this room. Sorry about that. Um, but I am in my bedroom because I've been sick for a couple days. Trying to got honey, trying to get healthy. But we have a new challenge group that opens on Monday, and so I wanted to just really quick hop on and talk to you guys about ugh, daily activities, daily habits, and how I kind of like start from my monthly goals. I mean, in theory, I start from my huge, big, giant like life goals, and then I go down to like my 5-year goals, and then my annual goals, my quarterly goals, my monthly goals. But for my purposes with my clients, we just work on monthly goals, and hitting those, and then from those monthly goals, we reverse engineer them into weekly goals. And then from the weekly goals, we can find our like core, key, vital daily habits that we need to be doing every single day to hit those weekly goals, to then hit those monthly goals. So I've got a habit tracker for my clients that they use, or that you guys are going to be using if you're one of my clients watching this. Um, and I just wanted to just kind of talk to you about something I read this past week that I love Darren Hardy. And so I was reading one of his books, and in it he says something. It's a whole chapter basically about how we don't really drift, or we don't fall off track. Like, you don't just like one day wake up and you're like, "Oh my god, I haven't had a vegetable or worked out or done anything for like my future in forever." It like slowly starts to happen in all areas of our life, right? Like you hear about your friends getting divorced, or someone um getting divorced, and you're like, "What happened?" Like, and it's like it's never like, if you talk to them, it's never like this one thing. It's like all these little things, like you slowly drift off track. And so in any area of your life that can happen. So with your health, your fitness, your mindset, your career, you can all of a sudden just like not like your career anymore. Or, like, or you hear about people that um like these white collar crimes. It's like, how did that happen? It's because you slowly like make a little wrong decision, and a little wrong decision, and a little wrong decision, until all of a sudden, oh my God, you're like, you've committed all these felonies and you've like committed a huge crime. And I think that's kind of like human nature. We don't tend to be all good or all bad, but we tend to like, we're very habitual. We tend to do like what we're normal used to doing. And so we can have good habits and we can have bad habits. And I think we just have to do our best to be intentional about how we want to live our life. And so if that's in the front of our mind every single day, if we wake up and we have a rock star morning routine where we're like looking at our goals and we're visualizing our future, it's going to be a lot easier to like make those good decisions and turn good habits into like routines and like just like second nature. And it'll be a lot harder to make bad choices and bad decisions that are going to like throw you all off course. But really, it's about, we don't fall off track. We really do drift off track. And so my goal as a coach is to help us all kind of stay on track. And so for me personally, I'm on the same journey too, like life. And so I find it really helpful, like I said, to reverse engineer my goals. And so my girls are going to be doing that. I was hoping I'd be able to share my screen. I don't really know how YouTube works very well. I guess I can do that in here, but um basically what I've got is a tracker. And so I have my monthly goal. And so my monthly goal is to feel more connected with family and my team, have more energy, and lose 8 pounds. So then from there, I can start to think, okay, every week, if I want to feel more connected with my family and my team, then I'm going to need to, for sure, be time blocking in my calendar. Like I have to like set aside specific time for those events and for those things. For my work, I have work things I need to get done before I can like be 100% present with my kids and my family and my team, right? So I have to like time block my life. So that's been really helpful for me, is like time blocking. So that's in there. Like my weekly goal is to set aside some time every Sunday to time block my whole week out. And then also To have more energy, I think, meal planning and prepping helps me a ton. It saves me a ton of time, so I do that once a week too, so that's on there. And then as far as, like, if I wanna lose 8 pounds this month, this is just a really simple example of reverse engineering. That means every single week I need to lose 2 pounds. So that's my weekly goal, and so in order to make all of those things happen, lose 2 pounds a week, time block my calendar, meal plan and prep, like, what are the daily things that I need to do? And so I have track my food and water, log my workouts and drink my superfood shake. I have savers written in there, which is just like my morning routine. It's about doing the things in the morning that get me up and going. Um, and then I also have my bedtime routine. So I'm going to be tracking all of these things every single day. How many times, did I do my morning routine every day this month? Did I do my bedtime routine every day this month? And then one-on-one time with at least three or more people. So it could be one-on-one time with at least three or more people. It could be dinner time with my family. It could be two one-on-one calls with one of my coaches. It could be a call with my mom. Like I just need to have one-on-one with at least three people every single day, like three adults. I know that that's important to me. Not necessarily business related. It could be business related because my business gives me energy. And that was one of my monthly goals is to have more energy. So when I do things that give me energy, like work out, call my mom, talk to girls on my team, hustle in my business, all those things help me have more energy. And it also helps me feel more connected to my family and my kids when I know I'm like time blocking my schedule, crushing my business, all those things. So, but the main idea with any kind of like habit tracker like this is that you're keeping track of it. And so I heard this analogy once. I'm pretty sure it was in the same book that I was talking to you about Darren Hardy. And he said, if you've ever worked in a restaurant, you would totally get this too. So in a restaurant, when you're a server at the end of the day, or if you're like a cash register, if you're working the cash register or something, before you go home, before you close out, you have to like reconcile your drawer. You have to make sure that all the stuff you brought in equals all the stuff that went out. Otherwise, usually that money comes out of your pocket. Like somebody's got to pay for it, right? And so that's kind of like what this is and why I work with my clients on going through these habits and tracking them is because like somebody has to cover that. Like it doesn't just come from nowhere, right? So if you want to make sure that you're doing all the things, I think it's really important that we're tracking your water, tracking your food, tracking your everything. Like the most successful people track all of their things. And so um, yeah, if you can't reconcile it, then you pay for it. And that's why, like I said, I encourage all of my people with the habit tracker. That's why it's so effective is because we do our best to stay on track and prevent drifting. And it's a lot easier to make small adjustments every single day when we can start to see patterns when we're like, oh crap, like I didn't do for a whole week, maybe I didn't do my bedtime routine. No wonder I'm not crushing my morning routine because I'm not sleeping as well. And so all of those things, it starts to add up. And so checking in with yourself is vital. But also having a community and like someone like me or a group to like be accountable to has been super helpful for me. And it's what we expect every single day in our groups is that people show up and they check in and they hold themselves accountable, but they also help hold each other accountable. So I think it's just a way for us to like say out loud the habit tracker, but just checking in a group too, or even just on your own if you have a accountability buddy or something. It's just a way for you to say, okay, these are the habits that I'm committed to every single day, and if you write them down, your brain is gonna like your brain will believe them more. So, what are you committed to every single day? Like following a meal plan, reading personal development, doing affirmations, like whatever it is. It's a way for you to say, hey, like, hey, brain, I care about this. I'm going to do this every single day. And it just prevents you from drifting off track. We want to like keep ourselves on track. And like, it's this is the very first month of the year. Like we can't be drifting yet. You know what I mean? Like, let's wait till at least like the second quarter to start drifting. Like, let's stay focused. And I think keeping track of our habits, daily really, really helps with that. But you got to start with a monthly goal and then break it down to your weekly goal and then 5 5 to 6 daily habits or key habits, I think is gonna, like, be, the sweet spot. So, I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. I'm on social media. You can find me again, my name is Alicia Swinburne, and if you wanna figure out how to spell that, you can. Um, but I look forward to seeing all of you guys if you're my customers already, in our upcoming Back to You group. It's gonna be freaking awesome, and, I will talk to you all soon. Bye.